to today's character fundamentals video. This is your host, your boy Gabs. Today we're doing Wolf as you see, but before we get started, if you guys could please remember to hit that subscribe button. It helps out. You also get to see when I go live, and you get to ask questions as I am live as well. So let's just go on and get right to it, why don't we? First thing first, basic strategy and movement. So this is Wolf. Now, if you're going to learn this character, I would highly, or if you're thinking about learning this character, I would highly recommend learning Wolf. Wolf is an excellent secondary, and you could even use him as your main. 100% top tier character, worth learning, and not a super high learning curve like Snake or Pac-Man, right? So like he's got like one of the lowest learning curves in the game, in my opinion. And something else that makes Wolf like just amazing is he just fits so many different play styles. From Tweak, who's the heavy hitter, who just uses his wherewithal, his mindfulness, his presence of mind with the character, as opposed to somebody like Wizrobe, who uses Wolf's tech chase abilities and his tech chase situations. He puts him into his opponents into different situations where their options are limited. So he takes like the Captain Falcon from Melee approach in a way. And then there's somebody like Charlie the King, who just, when he touches you, you are taking massive damage. And you're probably going to die too, depending upon the percentage that he touches you. Like, if he hits you after, like, 60 to 85%, like, with, like, one of these, like, you're probably going to die. And we'll talk about that later. Okay, so, once again, Wolf has many play styles that you can adapt to this character. And so what I'm going to do is just give you some basic movements and patterns that you need to master, and then you can use them to your liking. Now, the basic strategy with Wolf is going to be like basically percentage dependent. So right now, anything low percent, you're looking to get big damage combos on. If you touch them once, you'll want to hit them with like 30 to 50% damage. So the first thing that you want to start setting up is his grab combos. So at low percents, you're going to want to do grab combos. That's guaranteed 22%. Right? And like 2 grabs, you're already at 45%, and they're already halfway to being dead. Your down throw does lead to tech chase situations as well. You can combo them. So we'll talk more about these grab game combos in the future and what to do out of them. But just know that you are always looking for grab throw percentages or just grabs and grab follow-ups. And this is like your main damage source other than like your forward air. Anything below like 90%. All right, so like if anything below like a 45%, you're looking to get like massive throw damage. And beyond that, once I hit like 45% and above, you're looking to just get them off stage. Right, and just like hit him with like a follow-up. So just put yourself into good situations, right? Where you can like do some kind of follow-up. Maybe even do like a side B out of it or something. Another thing that you're looking for at anything at these percentages are falling forward airs and falling neutral airs. And we're going to talk more about the neutral air and like the different properties of neutral air. But you're really looking to like land these falling aerials into other aerials. And if we do it like a little lower percentage. And some of these things are going to be like dependent upon your opponent's DI, as well as like how you land that aerial. Like, do you tipper it? Do you soft spot it? And that's where knowing your character and like maining Wolf is going to be a good thing for you. That way you can really... you really got to get used to the different weights, the different fall speeds, and the different DIs for each person. Okay, so like once again, you're looking for grab setups. You're looking for falling forward airs. Look for falling neutral airs. You're looking to set up the tomahawk, right? So these aerials set up the tomahawk. They set up your quick grabs. Your range that you want to stay in is right about this area for like most characters, depending upon like their range. So like if you play like a Marth or Lucina, they have a forward air that, it's pretty good. It's pretty fast. Sheik has a good fast forward air. It hits hard. But Sheik's doesn't really like have big damage. Whereas Marth's and Lucina's have big damage. Same thing with like Ike as well, big damage. You have characters like Palutena who can like do like a forward air as well. So like you want to like be mindful of the character you're playing against. But if you're short hopping, you're doing well with Wolf. Like if I see a Wolf that's doing a lot of empty hops in like this range, like I know like they're looking to set up big time moves that moves that if they land it, it can lead to like stuff like that forward air to pivot bear, like forward air to like spike or something like that. That's not a guaranteed percentage right there, but I'm just saying, so like they're looking for stuff like this, like trying to kill their opponent and go for the swag at that point. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's another thing, like short hopping with Wolf. This is kind of like your distance with Wolf. Now you're gonna want to do a lot of mix-up with Wolves, like different timings on your jumps. That way your opponent doesn't get a feel for your rhythm. Mix up dash dancing. You don't want to do it in this range, right here between like these two ranges. You don't really want to be dashing anywhere inside of this range. If you're gonna dash dance, you're gonna want to do it like right around here. And the reason I say that is because your dash attack, it's got a lot of range to it, right? So, like, look how far away you can initiate this dash attack. Like, I almost hit him. From this position right here, I almost hit him. Look how far away I am. So, like, really just a little bit closer, and I'll hit, right? So, like, keep in mind, like, you can keep a pretty steady, far distance away from your opponent. And Wolf has good momentum and good mobility. And so, use it, right? Now, another thing about this is, too, is like you have a projectile. So like if you just want to like get some damage on your opponent, that's a nice like 8%. Let's get rid of this Luma here, right, off this Rosalina just to show you. Right, you get like a good like 8%, or like depending upon like how close they are. All right, and that was 10% right there. That was 9%, right? So like your laser has a good projectile, right? And what you're gonna want to do too, start predicting jumps, right? So like set up this is fine. Go ahead, set up a camp, right? And that's gonna force your opponent to approach, right? Which is good. You don't always want to be on the offensive as Wolf. You're gonna want to change your offense and defensive mindedness. Wolf is somebody that's going to be pretty equal between the ground and the air. If anything, just slightly more in the air than on the ground, depending upon your opponent and your character. Also, your play style, okay? So let's talk about once again the laser as well. That another reason that's good is because if your opponent has a projectile, you can use your reflector combined with your laser to like make it really hard for a lot of characters to get in on you. Even characters like Snake, you can use this to reflect almost all their explosions. Mega Man reflects everything that Mega Man does. And like this goes through like a lot of Mega Man's like little lemon pellets as well. So like basic strategy once again, use your little short hops, use your movement patterns to make yourself unpredictable, land those big time attacks, right? Falling forward airs, falling neutral airs. We'll talk about the mechanics of those again in the future. You're gonna want to get your grabs at various at these low percents to set up like edge guard situations, and so on and so forth. Okay, so one more thing I do want to talk about real quick is the cross up with Wolf. This is going to be another one of your main strategies. This is your last strategy. Now, Wolf, because his grab is so good and his forward air is so good as well, once your opponent like starts to try to adapt to it, or maybe they play Wolf all the time, they're going to start spot dodging, right? Trying to predict your landing. So one of the best things that you can do with Wolf is just learn how to do like a short hop jump over back air. And I see pros pull this out all the time. That is a high tier scaling move. The short hop back air over, because if they spot dodge, the back air still hits. You can also mix it up with like a falling neutral air. And so if they shield it, if they shield this, oh my god, it's an immediately turn around grab or something, or like turn around forward tilt, turn around jab. It's whatever you are at that moment. Right? All right, so let's talk about Wolf's ground game. What's good about his ground game? So Wolf's ground game, he has a good jab. It's a 1-2-3 jab, which means that if you hit, you can stagger it. You can turn around, right? It's a great stagger move. Roll behind, jab, jab, turn around. Like you can jab, jab, turn around, forward smash. Like get your opponent as like a mix up to kill him. So your jab's really good. It's a great damage move. It does about 9%, which isn't bad. Like some characters have really garbage jabs. His is really good. It has priority. It has 3 hits. You can stagger it, so just learn how to stagger it. Down tilt is okay. I use down tilt sometimes just to kind of like poke my opponent. It's like a quick get out move. It doesn't really combo much into anything. It just knocks your opponent away. It's okay for two framing or like edge guarding, you know, kind of like, hey man, get off my stage, you know, get off real quick, you know, it's fairly quick. But you have other moves for two framing. For example, his forward tilt. His forward tilt's a much better two frame move. Get off my stage. Well, you want to use it like right there. You know, like try to tipper it off the edge, like right here. Although you also have a down smash, which is a great two-framer as well. So like your edge guarding tools, your two-frame tools, you're definitely a forward tilt and your down smash. All right, forward tilt has less lag on it, less recovery frames than a down smash, so it makes it just a little bit safer. And I've hit plenty of two frames with this move. Plenty of these. Although I've hit more down smash. And usually a down smash, you're going to want to let it loose right before the opponent hits because it hits right below the edge. Your forward smash has no lag after it. So you could forward smash, spot dodge, forward smash, roll, forward smash, forward smash, forward smash. Like, whatever you want to do. Forward smash is a great, great kill option. Like, turn around, forward smash, right? Like, you want to, like, get your opponent in, boom, get him off the stage. And it's super powerful. It's a really good kill move, right? It's also one of those moves, too, like, where you can run at your opponent, charge it, and then, like, get that kill. It's a great turnaround, stutter step, forward smash move if you know that your opponent's always advancing on you in the air or you predict a forward aerial advancement from your opponent. Just walk out of their range, turn around, forward smash. It's great. Down smash is super awesome for reading rolls. It's also super awesome for tech chase follow-ups. Like right there. Like that's like a Wiz Roby type thing, you know. Get them to tech and then boom, turn around, forward. Like it's just one of the most optimal moves, like, for tech chase. And if they had rolled, I could have turned around and hit them. And the back of it kills as well. So, like, down smash is amazing. Your up smash is a great kill move as well. It has a side hitbox in it. It does pull your opponent into it. Now, what's great about your up smash is if they land on your shield, you can up smash out of shield. So, like, this is a great way to check your opponent if they're landing on your shield. I wouldn't do this against, like, a Rob who, like, does, like, nair to jab on your shield, right? I wouldn't, like, do that after, like, a Rob nairs me. Like, if a Rob is nairing me, they're probably going to follow it up with, like, a jab. So, if, like, I would wait to end the jab, then I would do it. But you have an amazing up smash out of shield, so use it. If they land on you, use that, man. And it's a free damage tool. It's also a great edge guarding tool in terms of like ledge trapping. So if they're on the edge, you can turn around, predict a roll, get that up smash, right? If you think they're going to jump off, go hit that because it does hit jump off the edge, that get up option. It's also great if your opponent is jumping, right? Let's see if we can get them to jump, right? If your opponent is jumping, like the moment like they jump, you can get underneath them and hit them with that attack. It's quite nice, honestly. Your forward tilt is amazing for a kill move as well. It's super good. It's super quick. It's something that you can combo into, right? It's a great follow-up. You're gonna want to learn like that tilt command to go with it, right? Your dash attack, amazing. It's great for follow-ups. It has a huge range. So if you read somebody's landing, like, if I read that landing, I can hit him with a dash attack. You're going to have to be careful with it, though, because if you hit it too hard, you're going to get a forward smash, okay? So, like, I see this a lot with the grab combos, right? That was a dash attack, but I inputted it wrong. So, when you do a dash attack, you're going to want to use your, like, hold down the dash and then flick the C-stick. So, make sure you hold down the control button, your left your left control stick while you dash attack. So make sure you hold it down. Don't let go of it or else you'll get that. If you let go, you'll get a jab. Or if you let go, you get, like, don't let go when you're trying to do a dash attack. Which leads me to another one of his good moves, which is his up tilt. Man, this move, right? I don't like to use this move at mid percent. I like this at like a lower percent, right? And then that's one of the ways I like it. Like, read a roll, and then get underneath him, and then from there you can like get underneath, fake out a move, and then read an air dodge or something, right? To get underneath, read an air dodge, turn around, forward smash. Up tilt is also one of Wolf's better kill options. Oddly enough, I think of it like Solid Snake, right? Snake has one of the best up tilts in the game for killing. That up tilt, oh my god, it's so good. So if you read a roll, you can just turn around, boom, jab, jab, read, roll, get up on the edge, turn around, up tilt off the edge. Maybe you don't have time for up smash. You got to react. Maybe you're on Wi-Fi, or maybe they land right in front of you. You power shield it, up tilt. But it does have its awful hitboxes, as you see here. Like, I was getting closer and closer each time, and I clearly saw his foot, like, right over Luma right there. So, like, you're going to have to get close. You're going to have to read a roll on platforms as well. If they're underneath the platform, depending upon the platform height, that works super well. So, up tilt is something that you're going to want to look for killing at higher percents. Okay, which is going to lead us to the next thing that we need to talk about, which is, like, his bread and butter, which is his air game. He has an amazing air game. His forward air rivals Sheik's in terms of how fast it comes out, its range, but it rivals like Marth's in terms of how much, or let's say Lucina, for tippering it, right? For how much damage this thing actually does. It has great follow-up potential. So, like, when I'm first learning Wolf, I'm doing, like, falling forward airs, okay? Now, one of the biggest problems I see with new Wolf users is this. Rising forward airs. It doesn't, that right there is not a true combo. That, not true. This is true. The difference is I delayed it on the landing. So this is where, like, you're going to want to learn how to, like, mix up your landing patterns. All right. It leads to itself, neutral air. It leads to itself into back air. It leads to its down air. I showed you that a few times. You got to really DI in. You got dash after, and it can lead to a kill. As you see, there's like, this is super, super, super good. And then the lower the percentage, like, the better the follow-up. Like, you can do like a falling forward air into a falling forward air. Right, and that's guaranteed. Now, if you guys want to see somebody that's like really spot on with their combos, Charlie the King, his Wolf combos are insane, just insane. Okay, so I think forward air also works into side B at certain percents, at higher percents, and that can be a kill option for you. That's like a nice little swag kill option, right? If you want to pull that off, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like this right here. Like, get used to it. It's so good. Like, that almost killed off the top. Bad DI, and that would have been done right there. Because if they're DIing out, oh, done. They would have been dead. Okay, so forward air, super good. I mean, you can do a forward air, like a rising forward air. That's fine. Now, when would you use a rising forward air? If, like, you're predicting a jump, and you want to catch them. Right? So if you know that this Rosalina is going to jump and do, like a forward air, like, whatever you think they're going to do. If you predict a jump, then you can do a come-in forward air. Right? Just understand you're going to have to stay on the ground and read their recovery after it, okay? So, like, rising forward airs are good, but after you're going to use a rising forward air, like these higher percentage, stay on the ground, and then stay patient, try to read your opponent, try to see what they're going to do, you know, follow them, react appropriately, because if you try to follow it up and you miss, if they air dodge through you, they could have the better position now, or if they're a character that has, like, a nice get-out-of-jail option like Luigi, like has that tornado, you're going to get caught in the tornado. Why would you put yourself in the situation? So understand that's not a true, that's not a true combo right there. They can get out of it, and they can even reverse it on you. I want to mitigate how much my opponent can pull a reversal off on me. Okay, so let's talk about the down air real quick. Really, if you wanted to, you could just jump at your opponent, and then do like a short hop down air, and then like you can combo out of it. That's like a cool little option right there. And the reason that works is because if you have set up the grab, like if you don't get any grabs on them, then they're not going to spot dodge, right? You want to get them to spot dodge, and you set up the spot dodge by getting the grabs, and you set up the spot dodge by getting big damage off the grabs, right? So make sure like they know like if you grab them, you are going to hit them hard, right? And we'll talk about that later when we get to the grab game, okay? So like once you set up the spot dodge game, oh my god, this right here, oh, free damage. Right, like free damage, and if you hit that off the edge, right, like you can, if you like jump right here, do like a little short hop, easy. Just leads to more follow-ups too. It's awesome. Now, you can combo into it with like neutral air into down air. All right, you can read recoveries. Sometimes I just run off down air and just pray it hits. I do like one of these, right, to try and like two frame my opponent. right? Like, that's powerful right there. You just want to throw that out there against, like, a Captain Falcon or, like, a Ganondorf player, right? If you hit somebody like Ike and they like the uppie at the stage, you can, like, hit behind them. Like, jump off, wait for them to recover, and then do, like, a down air behind him. Super powerful, okay? So, like, don't think that his down air is not useful. You need to find uses for it. And if you're struggling, I suggest watching Tweak. His use of down air is amazing. Like, he is so good at it. Same with MKLeo. If you want to see somebody that has the best back airs with Wolf, like the best back air game of them all, that's Zero. Zero has the best back air game with Wolf like I've ever seen. He's so good with it. Like, he just spaces it out perfectly. It hits like a hammer. But I want you to listen to something. Now, watch the screen. You can hear the difference between me flicking the C-stick and when it comes out. Like, that's immediate. Immediate. That takes time. Now, don't think that this... I thought when I first found... Like, when this game first came out, I was like, oh, back air, that's a booty move. Like, there's no way that that's going to land. It's so slow. But I'm telling you right now, doing, like, pivot back airs is such a powerful tool with Wolf. I hit this all the time. Like, I hit, like neutral airs to falling back airs all the time. Or, like, a forward air to back air. I mean... Like, beautiful kill move. And you can, like... It's a great kill move. So if you can catch somebody's jump, boom, back air. If you know they're going to jump off the top, you can always do, like, a back air off of it. Like, if you know they're going to do, like, a get-up attack. Oh. If somebody wants to go do a get-up attack off the edge, like, right here. Like, that's about what happens, right? You can always short hop. Back air. It's so good. It's a super good, super reliable. And, man, you can just throw it out, right? Throw it out above them. Just, you know, like, it's almost safe to an extent depending on how you throw it out. I wouldn't get too predictable with it. Because if they come up and they shield it, or if they get behind you, like, they can actually punish you mad for it. But, like, you should, if you're going to learn how to use Wolf, I would sit there and just back air with him for, like, 30 minutes straight. I would do all the different jump patterns. I'd go to Battlefield and just practice back airing. Go on to platforms, drop back air, right? Drop through back airs, run off back airs, you know, go off the stage, back air, right? Like, doing something like that, you know, that's dangerous because Wolf's recovery is kind of booty from below if you have to use his up B. His side B's really good, though. Hard to punish if you do it right. Okay, so his aerials are good. Now let's talk about his neutral air. His neutral air is going to be one of, if not the best aerial option you have with Wolf. I know we haven't covered up air yet. We're going to, but I think it's finally time we do neutral air. Neutral air has some funny properties. It's lagless when it lands, so you're going to want to learn how to land with your neutral air, or like neutral air out of shield. Do like a short hop neutral air out of shield. Like that was a type of 2-frame. Let's see if I can 2-frame her. Nope, didn't happen. Right? This is super powerful. Get your opponent off the stage. It's a great like edge guarding tool. It's a great get out of the air tool. Right? If they're jumping above you, neutral air. If you just want to like throw out moves and just space them and zone them in the air, I'm telling you, like, neutral air is so good. And it leads to just so much stuff. If they don't tech, it leads to that, right? Now, how do you get that situation to occur? Okay, so neutral air has a hard hit, which does, as you see, I can't follow it up, and it has a soft hit. Look at the difference, right? The soft hit put her at the edge, whereas the hard hit puts her off the edge. So there's the hard hit, there's the soft hit, and then I can even follow it up and get some grabs, right? So the soft hit is after it initially comes out. So, like, when it first comes out, you see how, like, there's that white cloud around his foot? And, like, there's those red streaks. That's the hard hit. You'll want to use after that to get your follow-ups. And if you can really hit these, like, once you really start learning, like, the neutral air follow-ups, your Wolf is just going to take off. It's just going to get even better. And this is where, like, you have to, like, start using different jump patterns and different dash attack patterns, setting up the grab, learn when your opponent is punishable. So, really just this move, bread and butter move. You have to learn how to use this move. Common fallacy or common, you know, deficiency in Wolf is I see a lot of forward airs. I think it's safer than neutral air. And some ways it is, and some ways it isn't. This right here is just, it's more potent for follow-ups in terms of, like, using it higher up. Like, forward air is like one of those things you want to short hop, right? You really want to short hop the forward air. But neutral air, you can do a full hop falling neutral air, and that is fine. Like, that's all, like, you can, like, just mix up that timing, right? And you can, like, use it to edge guard, you know, do, like, rising neutral airs, like, off the stage. You know, like, it's just so good. You can hit it from behind, too. As you saw there, like, it's just super good. So you gotta learn it. Up air, you don't really want to do. Falling up airs, they're hard to hit, and especially on smaller characters. Don't let me tell you otherwise, though. Like, there are certain characters like Snake that are really tall, and if you hit that, it's good. I just think forward air is easier to combo with that short hop, and it's easier to get bigger punishments out of than the up air. So up air is good for, like, poking underneath. So if they're up on a platform, like, falling up air is something that you can pull off. I would never do a rising up air on a platform unless I'm predicting, like, a double jump, and then but if I'm predicting a double jump, I'm probably doing like a neutral air. But who knows? Like, up air is good for, like, poking on their feet. So, like, this is good against, like, sword characters. Like, that's where they're weakest usually, is at their feet. It's decent for killing off the top. It doesn't have great kill power, but it has kill power. So, like, I mean, don't be afraid to use it. Like, if they're underneath you, yeah, go ahead and use it, you know? Comes out in front of them first, so you're going to want to keep your front towards your opponent if you want to get the better part of it. I wouldn't advise using the back of it unless you're like Sam Sora and you want to use, like, Peach's up air, you know? Like, but even then, it's not that good. So you're going to want to use the front part of that up air. And that's the basics to his air game. Super powerful air game. All right, specials. Let's talk about specials real quick. Laser, enough said. Some characters can duck it. If you get up close, does a double hit on shield. That's powerful. Understand that. You're going to want to, like, mix up the ground and the aerial ones. Predict jumps. You're going to want to learn how to B-reverse it. So as you're dashing away, you can immediately turn it around. But that's the problem with it, right? You can accidentally do that. Your reflector, super awesome. You can actually turn around inside of it. Like, you can actually, like, turn around and, like, do, like, a back air, right? And that would be, like, a super cool, like, way to, like, you know, change directions in the air. And don't be afraid of it. Reflector comes out mad quick too, so, like, it gets good damage as well. Be creative with it, right? If you're not creative, go watch, like, Charlie the King on that one, right? Like, he's someone that would utilize the reflector well. Okay, maybe, and probably Wizzy too. He's more patient. Your up B, kind of punishable. Okay, so if you're gonna use up B, try not to come down here. That's when it's more punishable. Try to use your magnet hands, like, that far away, because when you do it like this close to the edge, you're a lot more capable of being two-framed. Something else too is you can use it like around, like, this distance to kind of, like, go back. That's a nice way to kind of change up your recovery, because most of the time you're going to want to use your side B. Now, let's look at your side B. All right, we're going to go to the edge. That's a normal side B. Once again, watch where it goes at the end of it. Right above that little green pillar here. Now, I'm going to press side B and hold up. Oh, it went much higher. Now, what happens if I hold down? Much lower. Nice. So you can actually change the angle of your side B. And that's cool, too, because you can do things like this. Right? You can do, like, landing neutral air into, like, a side B. Like, I see Charlie the King do this all the time. Actually, I've seen him do it to Hungrybox in the online tournament. If you hold it down, it actually goes farther. Oh, I'm so close. Oh, I didn't hold up. There we go. There you go. It's like, I mean, throw it out there, you know? Something that's good about the side B, too, is if, like, let's say they're at, like, that distance right here, and you're doing, like, your lasering, you know, you're watching your opponent, like, you're doing your short hop neutral airs, right? You're just controlling space. You're just controlling the pace of the flow of the game. You know, you're saying, all right, I'm not going to be dumb. I'm not going to just rush you. I'm going to think about my option. If you see them jump a lot and you predict that jump, boom, man. Like, you can side B them, get that nice kill. It's a dirty kill. It's a very dirty kill, but I'm all about those dirty kills. So you get those kills because that's just something that's awesome. Okay? You can actually side B through the stage, too. like on that corner. So if you angle it right, you can actually go above it. I would not recommend it unless like you do it 1 out of every 20 times just to start off with, because if you're playing against a good opponent, they'll wait for it and then they'll smash you. It's super punishable. So yeah, I've died plenty of times doing that, and I'm not so proud of those deaths. Make sure that if you use this, you're gonna space it properly. You know, like you're really gonna want to grab that edge, and don't be afraid to press down out of this. Like press down if you have to, right? Like just let go of it afterwards. You know, you can grab the edge. Let's see if I can get this to work. Bam! Oh, I'm close. It's so close. I'm right at that percentage. All right. So next up, the grab game. One of Wolf's most important aspects of his game. All right, let's start with low percentage. Anything below like 30%. So let's say right on the tip. Let's say do 20. Let's do 23. I like it. Michael Jordan, baby. Let's go. The greatest. The GOAT. So with anything below like 23, you're gonna want to start off with up throw to up air. And the reason I say this is because, like, when you're first learning Wolf, I would just recommend just getting that guaranteed damage, okay? If your tech skill is not up to par, doing this is harder for some people to pull off. I see, like, a lot of, like, down throws to, like, something like that, and, like, they whiff it, okay? Now remember, when you do the down throw follow-up out of the... hold down the control stick when you dash attack and use your C stick to follow it up with a dash attack. So anything beyond this percentage, you can like use your dash attack for. And this is going to be different depending upon fall speeds, weights, sizes, blah, blah, blah. But just think mid to mid-high percentages, you can do down throw into follow-ups. Now, this is where Wizzy really shined. Because like he would get people into these down throw situations and people would tech him. Try to tech that down throw, and they tech roll, and he would just like, he would go down throw, follow up, down smasher, follow up, dash attack, or follow up into another grab, right? So like that's a Wiz Roby thing. Your back throw is your best kill option, and I would not recommend using back throw unless like you're right at that stage and you're trying to edge guard. But even though, like at this percentage, if I get this grab at this spot, I'm up throwing. I'm getting underneath them and I'm following it up by staying on the ground and reading / reacting where they're going. So like after this point, I'm like, where are they going? Where are they going? Where are they going? What do they have in mind? Are they aggressive? Are they defensive? Do they freak out? Do they watch me? Do they air dodge? Do they directionally air dodge? Stuff like that. I'm trying to take in as much data as possible. What does my opponent give me? And then attack them out of it, okay? And at little higher percents, I'm looking for that down throw follow-up. So even if I'm right here, I would prefer the guaranteed damage with the down throw follow-up to dash attack, okay? Like, I would prefer that because more than likely, it puts them off the stage into an edge guarding situation where I could potentially two-frame them. And if I don't get that two-frame, right? Let's see if I can get that two-frame here. I can put them into a ledge trap situation. So, like, right there, I've got the power. So if they guess wrong, if they choose wrong, I got the power. So, like, that's the potency of Wolf. Like, the strategy's not complex, right? It's a nice flow chart. Get him off the stage. You know, now I'm edge guarding. It's just, it's so good. It's such a great tier. Right? I never, ever use forward throw. I'm just telling you guys right now, I would much rather do up throw to forward air if I'm trying to get them off the stage. I would much rather do, like, up throw to maybe neutral air. But, like, why would I do forward throw when I could just do this? Like, maybe I get them, like, right here. Maybe they're, like, a higher percentage, right? That the up throw to up air doesn't work. Like, maybe they're at, like, 70 or something, right? Like, what would I do here if I get the grab? Forward throw, 10%. Down throw, 10%. Which one puts him into a better spot? Well, let's look. Okay. Honestly, the down throw. Once again. And here's the thing, too. The more you use it, the more it's going to stale, right? So you're going to be able to, like, get them into, like, the same situation over and over and see how they react. It just allows you to gather more data. I mean, if you want to, go ahead, be creative, take him and forward throw him off, and then try to do like a reverse bear on him or something, right? Like, go ahead and predict that jump of theirs. Go for it. Or try to do like I'm telling you, Wolf allows for so many play styles. Find what works for you. Me personally, don't do forward throw. You might find it worthwhile though, and then I might steal it from you later. So just watch out, because I'm watching you. Okay? Which means we're also moving on to the next part of his game, which is recovering. When you recover, you're going to want to recover in this area. That makes your recovery, like right in here, the hardest to predict. What is he going to do? Is he going to side B? Going to up B? If you get low, try to... You're going to want to hit that tech button, okay? Like, if you're here, be clicking. Listen, all right? This is what I'm doing. Like, I'm teching, okay? Like, because his up B is so punishable for a 2-frame. He's got one of the most punishable 2-frames in the game. I don't know why that works. His hitbox just gets thrown out. But let's talk about his up B real quick. You can use it on stage, okay? Like, I've seen this before, right? Like, I've seen that as, like, a legit recovery. Getting back on stage, honestly, that's just Wolf. He has a good get-up. He has a terrible roll, okay, off the edge. You don't really want to use that. You're going to want to use a jump. And if they overshoot you, you can do, like, a falling back air. So you can do, like, a jump falling back air as, like, a safe option. If they do anything and they miss, you can do, like, a neutral air into, like, a follow-up. And it's just nice. So getting back though tends to be the hard spot, so watch out. People are going to want to just run off and like hit you. You need to conserve that jump at all times. So like with Wolf, he's that character that you have to conserve it. You can't burn the jump first. Like if I'm Snake, like it's okay with Snake to burn that jump and then immediately up B, because his up B lets him recover high, right? So he's like one of those characters that's fine to burn that jump early. Don't burn that jump early with Wolf. Keep that recovery. You don't really have any stalling options in the air. You can, like, B-reverse things, but, like, that's just not going to help you out at all. So, like, you're going to want to learn how to recover, and it's probably going to be in, like, that zone right here. And to mix up your side B and your up B back to the stage, okay? Which gets me to the last part of the character fundamentals, which are killing tips. And I've actually been giving you killing tips throughout this whole game. Right, like how to set them up. Like use your dash attack, use your soft and neutral air into tech chases. Right, if they miss a tech, or if you know that they're gonna tech, read the tech. So like let's say I know like right here, this Rosalina was gonna tech and she was gonna tech out here. So I'd go neutral air, run forward, dash attack, or I'd go neutral air, read the tech, down smash, right? Or if they're gonna tech in, boom. Hit him, right? You could hit him, run, turn around, forward tilt. You know, like hit him with the neutral air, forward smash, right? Like just read their tech. If they're, you know, this is where you have to know the level of your player that you're playing too. Like low level players, they're not going to tech. So I'm just going to do like neutral air, like freaking down smash, you know? Neutral air is great out of shield. It's good for like running off, forward airing like that. That was a good get up, right? It stays out for a long time too, which is one reason why I like it. Oh, if only that hit. Alright, down smash is good for 2-framing, good for off the edge. You're going to want to kill by getting those forward tilts. You're going to want to kill by getting those jump back airs. Alright, run over your opponent, get them to spot dodge. You're going to want to get a lot of, like, cross-ups on them. Do, like, a neutral air on their shield from behind. Throw out the forward smashes. Show that you do, like, turnaround forward smashes. Now, here's something that's bad. People, like, another, like, common pitfall of Wolf. Just if your opponent's not giving up a kill move, if they're staying safe, stop throwing out smashes, man. Right? Like, use your tilts. Just get them. If they, okay, like, you're going to want to kill them with, like, a smash attack, but anywhere below, like, 130, maybe even, like, 150 if they're, like, a heavy, like, a Bowser. I would even be looking for, like, smash attacks, like, neutral air, like, falling neutral airs to, like, smashes, right? Or just getting them to throw something out on my shield and hitting them with like an up smash out of shield. Like those are things I'm looking for. But once you are like they're at higher percentages, neutral air, that's not going to connect to anything. So like there's going to be a time when you're going to get your opponent to like this, and no matter what you do, like, it doesn't lead to a follow-up. Like, how far they went, right? And now, forward tilt will kill here, right? So, like, what are you trying to do at these higher percentages? Well, I'm honestly just, like, trying to, like, use my laser to get them as high as possible, right? I'm just trying to force them to approach, and then I'm trying to use this. Okay, so at higher percentages, grab's, like, gonna kill, like, and it's gonna, like, be easy enough to, like, pull off. Okay, so, like, instead of, like, doing the runoff, like, the run over back air, right? Like, one of these, you can just do, like, one of these, right? I love this one. I fast fall it. Like, I fast fall it right there, you know, and I do, like, a little short hop. Like, I'll also mix up my timing to get behind them. Now, here's the classic, and this is in all my fundamentals. Roll behind grab. And that I love that one. The classic is awesome. I gotta pull this one off. Actually, I just pulled it off in tournament and a state competition in teams. I was 2v1ing people with my wolf, and my nuclear was just dominating them, and I had to get a kill, right? Like, one of the guys was at like this percentage, and like I was like taking away his jump, and I was taking away the roll. Like, I was forcing them to stay at the edge, right? I didn't want them to get back to center stage. I wanted them to stay closer towards the edge. So, like, I was staying, like, in this position right here. That way, if they got up, they got where Rosalina is, right? So, like, when I'm like, trying to control, like, take away options. Take away this option. Take away this option right here, the roll. So, when they got up, I did, like, one of these. I went. Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I got them to throw something out, and I rolled behind them, and it was like a game ender. It was clutch, super clutch too. So I mean, just that's what you're looking for. So once more, if I haven't iterated this enough, read the jumps, man. So like, if you hit like this right here, read that jump, like right there. Like the computer's not jumping, but like I can't tell you how many people are gonna like jump in this situation. Like right there, and just boom, run off, throw that back air out, get back on stage, right? So like you're gonna run, pivot, back air, and then save that jump, right? Run, pivot, back air, and then get back on stage. And you can even get back on stage with like a falling neutral air. It's lagless. Why not throw it out, protect yourself? And that's it. That's the fundamentals to Wolf. Wolf is a fun character, an easy character. It relies on fundamentals. It relies on not overextending, controlling your stage, controlling your space, using your zoning tools, using your projectiles, hitting with that surprise side B, knowing where to combo. So once again, my recommendations are Tweak, Zero, Wizzy, and Charlie the King. I would watch Zero first. I would watch Wizzy first. There tend to be... Well, Wizzy's a slower pace of play. Zero is a controlling the airspace. Tweak is just a master of his craft. He's got every tool in the trade. And Charlie, man, he hits like a hammer, right? He hits you once and he just takes you out. He's so good with his character. And that's it for me. So if you liked it, you know, we're going to be making more videos in the future. Subscribe. I love it. Stay safe.